This is Chapter 3, Section 2 notes. Today we will be solving inequalities. So we start out with the question, what are the solutions of x minus 5 is greater than negative 12? And then it's asking us to graph the solution. So because it's x minus 5, we have to get rid of that minus 5. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So I treat it just like a normal equation. So if I add 5 to both sides, this is going to cross out the negative and the positive 5 here, leaving with just x. And then I'll do negative 12 plus 5, which will give me negative 7. So now my answer is x is greater than negative 7. This is the solution. Then I have to graph the solution. So I make my number line, and I'm going to put a open dot at negative 7, and the arrow is going to be pointing to the right for the numbers that are greater than negative 7. Problem number 2 is asking, using the subtraction property of inequality, what are the solutions of t plus 6 is greater than negative 4? Again, graph the solution. So on both sides, I'm going to have to subtract 6 to get t by itself. That'll leave me with t is greater than negative 10. Again, I'm going to make a number line. It's again going to be an open dot, but this time it's going to be at negative 10. And it's still going to be pointing to the right for all the numbers that are greater than negative 10. Problem number 3 wants us to read this problem and write and solve an inequality. So the hard drive on your computer has a capacity of 420 gigabytes. You have used 385 gigabytes. You want to save some home videos on your hard drive. What are the possible sizes of home video collection that you can save? So to do this, you start off with this equation. You start off with 420 gigabytes. Your amount of storage has to be less than or equal to that 420 because it can't be bigger than that. Your computer does not have storage capacity for anything larger than 420. So you already have 385 plus your unknown number for that home video collection that you have. So this is your starting inequality. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have to solve for x. So you're going to subtract 385 from each side. And so you'll get 35 is less than or equal to x. Now it might be helpful if you were to graph this, if you switch this around. So you'd have x is greater than or equal to 35 gigabytes. So your video storage could be greater than or equal to 35 gigabytes.